Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Drive Away podcast with Baz and Jen. That's Jen. I'm Baz.
I'm Bruce Springsteen.
And we just got out of seeing Caroline, starring our beloveds Kyle Gallner and Samara Weaving.
I'm so gay. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month.
I'm so gay.
It's June 8th as of recording this.
And it'll be June 10th when this goes
And I saw this movie about a month and a half early at the Philadelphia Film Society Spring Fest this past April. I've been very, very eager to rewatch it. It was my favorite of the three movies that I saw there. And you know what? I liked it even more the second time around. This movie fucking rules.
That movie's gas.
It's directed by Adam Carter Rehmeier. I don't know how his last name is pronounced too. I don't know. We don't really have people who listen to this podcast, but
hey, we got 3 viewers.
People know him from Dinner in America, also starring Kyle Gallner. Yeah, man, this movie fucking rules. I'm a really big fan of it. It feels very, very human and sincere. And it's like, does it totally reinvent the wheel? No, right? Like, it's not entirely something we haven't seen before, but I think it really excels at that.
I love a tragic whirlwind outlaw romance.
Well, I think what
this is a genre
what I
to
really
itself.
love about this movie is that it is a tragic crime romance that contains two characters who think that they're in like a high octane crime movie, and then they realize that they're not.
Yeah.
Like, that shit rules.
And the settling in of it is so...
They both acted their asses off in this. If there's any justice in the world, I want Oscar nominations for both of them.
Never
it's not going to happen.
Ever.
Because this is the indiest little indie movie.
I don't think it's the indiest
No,
little
it's
indie
not.
Movie. That's Obsession, starring an indie.
Distributed by Blumhouse,
Well, yes, of course, but that's an indie movie.
But yeah, I mean, I think we're both thinking of the scene at the bar where they're just both doing
God,
their best
they're
not to
cry.
cry.
No, so rude, so rude.
Yeah, this.
I could do without all of the vomiting. That would have been cool.
Yeah, there's, I think, 4 vomit scenes. Which
is that's too many.
Maybe 4 too many.
I think we don't ever need to show that.
But that's okay.
They're both so good, and they're both so charismatic.
Yes.
And
this movie would not be nearly as good. Well, I shouldn't say that. I think it's a very good story, and I think it needs the 2 very talented actors in these roles to fulfill that.
This movie could have easily been shit if, like, a director didn't know what they were doing and the actors weren't good.
Yes.
And
lucky for us.
It is a little formulaic in that sense, I think, but, like, everyone involved is just committed to popping the fuck off.
Especially the bit part from Kyra Sedgwick. Not bit part, but, like, she's in it for basically 1 scene.
Yeah, she sucked. I fucking hated her.
Fantastic acting.
Yeah, she's great. I love villains.
But the character is horrible.
Yeah, fucking cunt. I want to stab in the dick.
But anyways, I guess we should maybe kind of actually say, like, what the movie is about. That Samara Weaving plays this woman named Caroline who lives in Texas, works at a gas station, and she wants to go to South Carolina to find her mom, who left when she was less than a year old. And in comes Kyle Gallner, playing Oliver, to the gas station, and he pulls a little con on the gas station owner to get, like, an extra $10, basically. And she understandably falls in love with him at first sight.
Baz and I, watching this movie, basically anytime there was a reverse shot between the 2 main fucking characters, Baz and I would take turns fiending over our 2 leads here.
My arm is slightly bruised because I was biting it.
Oh my god, really? Yeah, that's fair. I was fucking biting my knuckle every time fucking Samara.
Samara Weaving.
She looks good in red.
And her matching lingerie set to go work at the gas station.
That wasn't lingerie. That was underwear.
It was lacy.
It's just a cute little bra. Yeah. No. Like, I really liked how it's like a very Americana-y thing, and she's always in red, and he's always in blue, and I just thought, like, it's so simple and so easy, but I really liked that about it. Especially because, like, I feel like that would almost be the opposite based off their character traits.
Right.
Red is usually super intense, and he's, like, kind of an intense guy. And she is a lot more, like, you know, cool and quiet, and that is more blue associated. I like that they kind of flipped it.
On that point, too, of Caroline being more cool and quiet, I really love that, and I made this comment to you before we left earlier, I think this is a really against type role for Samara Weaving.
Yeah, she's always usually strong,
like,
women.
I mean, I think that
this
Caroline is maybe more
submissive.
strong mentally, but, like, I would argue Samara Weaving is, like, a very formidable force. Right.
Yes.
Especially with all
Ready
the horror
or Not,
that she's been in.
Absolutely.
The babysitter is a very fun character for her. And here she gets to play, you know, the girl who's head over heels, and she's really sweet and really nice, and she winds up way over her head and kind of second guessing all of this. And what I will say that is another prop to prop up this movie is that I really appreciate that there wasn't a whole, like, Oliver fully flips and, like, becomes a villain, and like Caroline has to go against him or whatever because she's like, oh no, like, you're not good for me. Like, they both truly,
they're down bad for each other,
love each other, and they're just two people who did some shit and got into some shit and didn't have a way out.
I like how, going off of this, how, like, whenever she has her little, like, panic attack dissociation little scenario where she's, like, freaking the fuck out, he's hopped up on adrenaline because he just shot a fucking cop, but, like, he's still so sweet with her.
He absolutely melts around her.
Easily as in love with her as she is with him.
It's so beautiful.
And they play off each other so well.
Romeo and Juliet for the modern era.
Yeah.
I mean, like, obviously Bonnie and Clyde, but...
Yeah, it was really good. This film falls apart if their chemistry isn't good, or if they did the tropey, like, oh, yeah, actually, he's a bad guy, and he actually doesn't care about her, and he just wanted a quick fuck and some money, and then she, like, someone to pin it all on, because she was the one that was in all the banks robbing them.
And I will say, too, as, you know, this continued, like, subversion of tropes, right? Where, like, it's kind of, like, I like the scene at the first, I don't know if it's a bar, maybe a restaurant, like, when they're on a date. Like, the first date or whatever. Before he plays Cover Me Up by Jason Isbell on the jukebox. Fantastic needle drop throughout this movie. Where he talks about, like, why he cons people, and, like, he basically says that he feels bad for when he does, like, the little ones that hurt, like, you know,
mom and pop
people
shops.
who are just trying to get by, but, like, he doesn't feel bad when he, you know, does a bigger, like, because, like, his whole thing is, like, if you steal a pack of gum from the grocery store, you don't hurt the people who work there or, like, their management, etc. You hurt the shareholders and the people who have so much money that they don't know what to do with. Is it flawed? Maybe a little. But
it's legally and morally okay to steal from dusk.
Yes, I have.
That's his philosophy.
And then also, I really appreciate, too, that Caroline fully gets caught up in the love of the game.
Yeah, every time.
Like, she's this very soft, sweet girl who, you know,
needs a little excitement in her life.
And she gets that adrenaline going.
We've all been there. We've all robbed 10 banks.
As they're like practicing their cons and doing the smaller ones, she's like, I want to do more. I want to keep doing it.
And she suggests robbing banks.
Yeah. So she's in it for the love of the game. And I think there is a little bit of Oliver too that is in it for the fun of it.
Yeah.
But I appreciate that it's kind of her that
spurs it.
Yes, spurs it.
I do have to say, I did kind of find Oliver explaining his philosophy a little ham-fisted and insufferable.
No!
I know he thought he was so cool and so morally elevated.
And you know what? It would work on me.
I know it would, but
that's purely because it's Kyle Gallner.
I just sat there and I'm like, wow, if this guy wasn't like so charismatic, like I'd punch him in the fucking mouth just for being annoying and full of himself. But then I was really glad that like after they like fall in love, he loses that trait entirely. Like it was a little there at the beginning and I was like, okay, man, whatever. I know you think you're hot shit. But then like once she's like into it, then it's like, okay, never mind. We're not actually doing that anymore.
And I will say, if I can, I think because he does kind of lose that character trait with her, I think some of it is put on.
Oh, I
like,
agree,
I think that even he doesn't fully buy into it, but he's kind of just like promoting this cool guy front or whatever.
Yeah, he wants to impress Samara Weaving. I'd fucking say whatever comes out of my mouth.
Because his whole thing is that like he wants that control. Can this truck not fucking take me off the road? Holy shit. He wants that control of the situations that he's in, and you know, if he's promoting this like I wouldn't say like a tough guy bravado, but like very cool, very suave, very sure of himself. And I think that, and I appreciate this in the writing of, I think that, you know, we don't get a ton of his backstory other than a couple little things here and there, but he's very guarded, and like she helps kind of, you know, he doesn't have to be that cool guy around her eventually.
He's only an asshole to everyone but me. My favorite trope.
I don't even think he's an asshole.
My favorite trope.
I think he's a nice guy. Not in like the quote nice guy way, but like I think he is, like he's
a nice chap.
Yeah. And I mean, like I feel like, you know, I'm sure all the theses of this movie will talk about the quote from Caroline after she winds up pointing a gun at the child in the bank, where she's like, how do we know if we're really like good people pretending to be bad or bad people pretending to be good? And like saying it out of context, you're like, yeah, okay, that is for sure like a line, but like I appreciate that messaging and that
ambiguousness.
Thank you.
And they never give you like a clear answer.
Yes, like it's very much there. It's not one way or the other. They're two people, two flawed human beings who got themselves into a situation.
They stole from banks, but did they ever hurt anybody except for that one cop?
Except for that one cop who Oliver did kill.
You know.
And the other cop who Oliver knocked out.
You know the saying.
And maybe that young girl who Caroline might have traumatized a little bit.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. They did hurt people. My bad. I forgot.
Well, yeah. And like, I appreciate, I mean, I feel like I really appreciate Kyle's acting in that bar scene when they're kind of like two animals like cornered almost.
Yeah.
When they're like all the roads around them are being blocked off by the cops, and they go to the bar to try to kind of lay low and ditch their car and get another one,
and then they immediately show up on the fucking news.
And I appreciate the emotion in Kyle's acting. I appreciate it in Samara's as well, but I think with Samara it's she's kind of closer to that line throughout the movie, and it is really up until that point where Oliver has been so assured, and
I think she thinks there's a way out of it, and he's
I think she does, and he's realizing that there's not.
Yeah. And she still thinks that she's still holding on to hope that he's going to solve the problem. Yeah. And he's slowly realizing that there's no way out of it,
and he doesn't have that control to do that or the power to make that happen. And
I think it's less getting himself out of it and more getting her out of it.
Yes, it is very much like, oh shit, I like they're in it together, and I'm sure he probably blames himself of like, I can't believe I did this to her. And
he goes, how the fuck did we get here?
I appreciate the subtleties of how that builds up. And also, again, the very subtle thing too of like you said, they're like immediately on the news, and it's like a regular picture of Caroline, and it's a mugshot of Oliver, And it's not like pronounced or like made a whole big deal of. It's just something that you see. And it's like, oh, okay, like he has been, you know,
he got a past.
He's got a past of some kind. He's been arrested at least once before. And it's just very layered, and it doesn't feel the need to like fully explain that out. Wow, this sunset is gorgeous. As we're driving. Sorry. Yeah, I really appreciate it, and again, just like how very human and touching it is, because it's, and just the parallels between, because it starts off where the movie ends, like 3 months earlier or whatever. I'm sorry, like it starts off with the scene of Caroline walking out of the motel, and then it cuts to 3 months earlier when they meet, and then the movie follows them and eventually gets back to that point. But just the parallels between like when that fucking song plays, their first slow dance, when they're like getting to know each other and being all flirty, and then it goes into the montage of everything, and like they're all smiling and happy, and then when the song comes on again at the bar, when they're like they're kind of realizing that, or Oliver's realizing that, like, you know, this is it, this is the end of the road, and Caroline is still like
doe-eyed and beautiful.
Doe-eyed, and it's like her heart really is like so broken of just like, you know, I'm sure she's thinking like she's gonna wind up like her mom. Yep. She has a dream that she couldn't do, and now this thing that has brought her so much joy, it's like, yeah, no, she's staring down the barrel of that
shotgun.
Oh, hey, you're quoting my lyrics. But yeah, it's just, man, I really, really, really fucking love this movie. It's, yeah, and it's like the thing is, like, I wouldn't even say there's like a total complete tonal shift of, like, I'm sure like the catalyst, I guess you could call it, is when Caroline winds up pointing the gun at the little girl, and she realizes like, oh, like maybe this isn't,
oh, wait a minute,
like,
this is a bad thing.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say that it's like a total 180 tone shift. It's just like a gradual moving of like,
oh, fuck,
this fun, sexy crime thriller to like almost like a not like a character study, but just like a deep look into not human nature, but humanity, I guess, maybe, of like, we're just watching these two people fall in love and make bad decisions, and it just feels very sincere and very real. Yeah, that's
gas.
Yeah, big
gas.
fan.
I really want one of these movies, but with lesbians.
Well, we can watch Bound.
But still with Samara Weaving. Like, imagine this, but Kyle Gallner was a woman and wore a suit. That's what I want.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
I bet
that's what I would quite like. Anyways, that's my thought. Baz, I'm gonna ask you a question.
Yeah.
How much money do you have in your pocket?
I got about $23.
You got $23? Fuck, that's not enough. We need at least 26.
But no, we actually need about
67.
200 grand to move to Ecuador.
Oh, right, my bad, I forgot.
And oh my god, the fucking we didn't even talk about her relationship with her dad.
So good.
Which is so sweet. Oh.
Anyways, I have to ask you a question.
Just one last really quick thing. It's just, again, like the connection between her and her dad is such a sweet relationship, and I think in a more tropey movie, you know, it wouldn't be as nice. And it sorry, this car was confusing me. You know, it wouldn't have that same heart and that same impact of, and that same heartbreak of when she winds up calling him from the payphone throughout the movie, and then eventually she's like, this is the day that I stop calling. And I'm like, I want to die. This movie's so good.
So good. Baz, what is your Letterboxd rating?
This is a slam dunk 5 stars for me.
Crazy.
It was when I saw it a month and a half ago. It is now. I made the decision after this watch. It's in my top 50. I really do appreciate and love this movie, and I know that you're probably not quite as high on it as I am. But I think I like movies that make me feel this way. And it stars two of my favorite actors.
You like Dreamland.
Like two of my favorite actors in the industry right now. And I really think everyone should go see this movie if you can.
I agree.
And support it, you know, because it's not getting a super wide release. But yeah, damn, what a good movie. What about you? Like a 4?
I give it a 4 and a like.
Yeah.
And I think that this movie makes straight couples attractive. Which has been a non-factor for me for some time lately.
I need me a T-boy like Oliver Anderson.
This movie went about me going, oh, right, that's what I used to see in life.
I'm still there,
in
because that's Kyle Gallner.
In my books that I would read.
Yeah.
It's
give me a T for T version of this movie. That's the life. That's the life I want to live.
We're fucking writing it, Baz.
That life.
We're gonna write it.
Am I anywhere near as beautiful as Samara Weaving? No.
No one is.
I have T-girl swag, and that's okay.
No one is. No one's as beautiful as she is.
T for T version of this movie, and
the lesbian version of this movie. Perhaps they're the same.
And you know what? I want them all directed and written by the same guy.
Yeah.
All Adam Rehmeier.
But we can get Jane Schoenbrunn in for consulting.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, that's my pitch. That's my pitch. And then give it to whoever marketed Obsession. Okay, bye.